With the Ohio River and the hills of Kentucky just to our right, we welcome you into Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Cincinnati Bengals.
Evan McPherson to kick off for Cincinnati.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens. So how about that? You want to talk about coming into a hostile environment and just silencing the crowd. They just did it.
Couldn't be a better start. There's no way. All week long, they've talked about having this type of a start, but I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff. You guys control the ball. A lot of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No, not at all. They're going to be absolutely happy. They're relaxed. They took care of business for them. They don't have any pressure now. They can just go play.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's get set. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. Shot.
Quickly to the air is Burrow. And his first look is incomplete.
And you think back to the success he had throwing the football in the win last week, so naturally he's going to come out throwing here, but that time they couldn't connect.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Shot. 11 Thomas. Shot.
Here's Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. You look at this Baltimore defense. They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
They held them to well under 200 yards of total offense. That's a number you can really focus on, too, because the way offenses run in today's game, they're usually pretty smooth, and they give you a lot of misdirection, a lot of trickery. They were able to hold in there and stuff them.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go, here we go. Right 80. Right side.
Burrow looking to pass. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Taken in at the 11. You call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5. Now it's Jackson. And Walker has it. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Graham. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. They go play action with Jackson. He finds his man complete. That's Warner. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Graham. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Graham. He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a 1st down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the 1st down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Right back to Brown. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Two yards still to go. 3rd down now.
Here we go. 180.
Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a 1st down. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, that extra emphasis on it, got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Gun. Dot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 180.
Burrow will throw. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 14. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Let's get set.
And Burrow going to throw again. That's complete right around the 8. Will go down as a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Ball on the 8. It's 2nd and 4.
12. Here we go. 180. Stop.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he bowls his way into the end zone for a Bengal touchdown. Chase Brown, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have got it back to within a score. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make our score 14-7.
Bengals 7.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Ravens.
Again, Elvin Barton, I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games at a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one. And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 2, ready? Here we go. Wide in.
On the ground, here's the 4th-round pick for Maples draft. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1, ready?
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On 1, ready? Gun.
An inside give, Brown. And caught it up. One of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And a little careless there, Charles, on that carry.
And it's not just having 2 hands on the ball. It's tucking it away. It's using your body to keep people shielded off. It's so many different things into taking care of it and having ball security. In that case, though, we didn't see it happen.
You know what? No, we changed it.
They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up second. Down
to number 18. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Wanna quit?
To throw is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Here's 3rd and 3. Jackson. That is caught. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run over center with Mitchell. Gets around him. Loose inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. A big pickup of 38.
I can't help but laugh. And the only reason is anytime the backup breaks a big one like that, he's going to be hard to deal with in film, wanting to know why he's not getting starters carries.
That's what he's thinking. Great carry there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Another run with Mitchell. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Second and 10. Jackson now. He finds his man complete. It's Walker. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
On 3rd down, Meredith. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
I bet they thought they had picked that one up because it was a 3rd and 2 call, and they got awfully close. Now we're at 4th and inches. I wonder if they think they're feeling lucky here and maybe want to go pick it up.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And this one is right through. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
At their own 35-yard line.
On one, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. And if we do, we got a chance to put points on the board.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Oh, here we go, here we go. Wide 80. Wide 80 shot.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here we go. Wide 80. Stop.
The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
11. 11. Stop. Stop.
One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So there the defense denies the rookie of his potential first career touchdown.
And his first NFL touchdown celebration. I wonder if he's thought about it, if he has something cooked up in his head as he worked on with his team, and think about the celebration back home when he finally scores his first touchdown.
You don't get a second chance to make a first impression. We'll see what he does.
Well said, sir. Well said.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Wide 80. Stop.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
12.
Now it's Burrow. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Good-looking return set up here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. 27 yards there. A first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Walker. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Third and 2. Now a handoff up the middle. Graham. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now an option play on 2nd down. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. The Bengals with work to do in this third quarter, but they'll get the football first as we are back underway. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Can.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And he fires one incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Burrow on play action. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up fourth down. The Bengals bring out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. That's taken on the 25. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Bengals grab it. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
McPherson on for the point after. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Makes the score Ravens 27, Bengals 21. Evan McPherson.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. The best way to do it? Touchdowns. And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 34-yard line. That one good for 24 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. Up the middle they go. Graham. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Jackson. Screen play setting it up for Mitchell. Given 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Graham. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Bengals drive about to get going. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Guns. 180. 180.
They go play action with Burrow. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Here we go.
Now Burrow. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Wide 80. Wide shot. Shot.
Here's Burrow. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line.
Well, they certainly have their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Wide 80. Wide shot.
Burrow looking to pass. Under pressure, and down he goes. Nabi Matabike drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. McPherson's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And he's loose again. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Ravens. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now stands at 13.
Bengals 24.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's 2nd and 7.
11, Tom. Here we go. Stop.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Now Jackson taps his forward jet sweep. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to
a nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Alpha, sit on. 180. Sit on. 180.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
180.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Sit up. Sit up.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's not going to get anywhere close to the marker as they'll stop him well short of the yellow line. It's a 6-yard carry. It does put him just a few yards short of the goal line, but fourth down coming up. Tyler Luke now to try the field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So all things considered, that's not the final nail, but it does make things exceedingly difficult now on the other side.
Yeah, because obviously now with a 16-point game, the other guys don't need just 2 touchdowns. They need a couple of 2-point conversions as well. Plus, they'll need either a turnover or an onside kick in there somewhere. So you're just adding to the list of things that need to happen in sequence. And it's going to be a pretty tall order this late in the game.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now, they're in a bit of a tough spot here, CD. You're trailing by double digits. Remember the last time out, they fumbled. They're going to have to play some clean football here on this possession.
And all the talk on their sideline has been about taking care of the football, making sure that they're handling the ball correctly. So you know they'll be squeezing the rock pretty tight here. They just have to be careful not to go so hard in doing that they actually cause themselves other problems. Take care of the ball, but still try and play free and natural.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to third down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
11 MT. Here we go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
For a Bengals first down.
11 MT.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
180.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Nabi Madubuike picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Now Burrow going to change things up.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. Stop.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Here we go. 11 Thomas. Stop.
He'll drop to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Stop. 180. 180.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
180. Stop.
They'll try and throw for it with Burrow. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
At the 10-yard line.
Stop.
Again, it's Burrow. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Gun. Stop.
Burrow will throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
180.
Motion, change deep.
Stop.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th.
Wide 80. Shot.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. And the Ravens are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Turnover that just got them the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
Now 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mitchell. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out 1st downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
Now a first carry for their fullback. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
But you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering whether they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Here we go. Craft all 80s.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Cowboy 80.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Ravens, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gauton. Thanks.